Okay, so if you encounter with this error, all combination of property must be supplied, you're probably trying to export your Shopify listings into Etsy. Let's see how you can easily resolve this issue. So either if you're using a print-on-demand supplier like Printify, Printful, or you're doing your own custom-made, okay, and you're trying to export your listings, you encounter with this issue. First of all, I will show you how you can locate this error. Okay, you get into the app, into our dashboard. Let me share. This is my Shopify store. Inside the Etsy inventory integration dashboard, you will click on the export listings. After you've done the export, filled all the relevant information, clicked on export. We will not do it again. There are other videos tutorial for the export. I will click on Sync History. Okay, Sync History tab shows you if all the listings were exported successfully. You will see this red check or either the warning sign. I will click here to see the message, and I see error during creation of Etsy listing. All combination of property values must be supplied. Okay, so now let's talk about what exactly it means and how you can easily resolve it. So if I have a listing inside Shopify, okay, I created two variations. One is color and the other is size. Now, what Etsy expects to receive, the full combination. What does it mean? It means that they want to see red with the medium, large, and small, and white with medium, large, and small. So Etsy expects to get, in total, 6 variations. However, since you're out of stock in specific variant, you decided instead of having the entire 6 combination, to delete specific combination. For example, you don't have red and small, okay? So you only have 5. This is something that Etsy returns an error, and in order to resolve this issue, you need to go into Shopify. You have several options, actually. You can either go and add this variant on Shopify, okay, and add red small combination. You can delete the relevant size that is not aligned with all of the colors. So you can say, okay, I will drop the small and I will remove this variant. Okay, so those are the options overall that you have. However, I also want to show you specifically if you're using Printify, how you can locate that this is indeed the issue. Okay, so in Printify, once you will try to export your Printify listing into Shopify, you may see that you have just 4 of the 48 are out of stock. Okay? It means that not all variations exist on Printify, and the way that it will be reflected on Shopify, you will get just 44 variations instead of 48. In order to avoid this gap, you can select inside Shopify when you're doing this export from Printify to Shopify. You can select in the listing, show all variants as available for purchase. What does it mean? That even if you have out of stock listings, variations, then it will still export it into Shopify. That means that you need to be careful because right now you will have some variations that are out of stock, but they still will be shown to sell. Okay, so you would need to manually go for those out of stocks variation and set the quantity into 0. Okay, so it will not be reflected as a variation that you can sell. Or you also have the option in Printify to enable automated routing. Now, this is something that you need to decide if you want to use or not. There are pros and cons using the automated routing. It basically means that if this supplier doesn't have this specific variant, this specific shirt with this color and size, they will route it to other supplier. Now there are, all kind of discussions if it is really, a great option or not. Each supplier, has their own thing. I don't know if they all provide the same quality, but this is just an option, so you would know. You can enable this automated routing. This is something that you may want to consider. Okay, so if you're using Printify, I showed you how you can export all of the combinations. Okay, but then you need to manually go to the specific listing, to the variation inside Shopify, set track quantity, check it as enabled, and put available 0, because you don't want to sell something that is out of stock. Okay, if you haven't enabled the routing, or if you're not using Printify and this is your own listing, or you're using another print-on-demand supplier, you can just go to the specific variant and mark it as 0. Okay, in the available, you will set the quantity to 0. Okay, then if you want to export it also into Etsy, you can also set, you can see here in the check, you can set it to visible false. Okay, it means that this variant will not be displayed in Etsy. Okay, so it's very important that if you already exported this listing from Shopify to Etsy and this variation doesn't exist, so set it as visible false. Okay, you can either also set it to quantity 0, as you can see here. So either way will work. As I mentioned earlier, you also have the option to say, okay, this variation size small, I can, I don't really need it. I will remove this variation, and then you will have full combination of red and white with medium and large size. Okay, like you say, okay, this variation small, currently I don't need it. Okay, so this is it. I hope that it was helpful for you. So thank you. Bye-bye.